Yoga is very, very important. As you know that a sound mind resides in a sound body, and in order to have a sound body, a healthy life, nowadays almost all over the India in the schools and colleges, yoga and meditations are implemented. Hello. So in this auspicious occasion, hello. In these auspicious occasions, I take this privilege to welcome the Umesh Chandra Panda from Sambalpur, who is among us. He is one of the devotee of Swami Vivekananda. You know that Swami Vivekananda is one of the Indian philosophers who always talk of the humanity, the service to mankind is service to God. And sir has visited many places. About 24 days, he started his journey from Sambalpur to Kanyakumari. And at that time of journey from Sambalpur to Kanyakumari, he visited many places and brought the message of Swami Vivekananda, and he organized various programs to highlight the importance of yoga and the meditations in the life of everyone. And we are blessed here that he is with us, and he will spend some time to highlight the life of the Swami Vivekananda and his philosophy along with the importance of yoga. So I take this privilege on behalf of Muhammad Group of Institutions. I welcome you, sir.
Let us begin.
परमासन सुखासन रे बसर सुखासन कौन सा है सुखासन मालूम है कि
Let us sit straight. Body should be straight. Let the eyes be closed. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Open your eyes. So we are going to do this Yoga Vedanta workshop. We are having 6 systems of philosophy. Please write it down. We are having 6 systems of philosophy. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa and Uttar Mimamsa or Vedanta. So these are 6 systems of Indian philosophy, and each system has an acharya, propounder. For example, Nyaya. Nyaya means Gautama Rishi. Vaisheshika Darshana Kanada, Sankhya Kapila, Yoga Patanjali, Purva Mimamsa Jaimini, and Uttar Mimamsa or Vedanta, Badarayana or Vyasadeva. So these are the rishis. So out of these 6 systems of philosophy, we are going to deal with 2 systems, Yoga and Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda has written 4 books. He has written many more books, but 4 books are important, dealing with 4 yogas. Please write down the name of 4 yoga. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. These books are available in your library. You can go through it. Every Indian, not to speak of every Indian, every man actually should read these books.
Sir, can you please repeat the name of 4 books?
Okay. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. First we will deal with Raja Yoga. So Patanjali has propounded this Raja Yoga. It is also known as Ashtanga Yoga, 8-limbed yoga. Ashtanga means 8 parts. What are the parts? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pratyahara. You can sit on a chair, sir, because it will take time.
Okay.
Dhyana and Samadhi. How to deal with people, animals, plants. We are living in a society. In the surrounding there are people, animals, plants. So how to behave with them? Yama teaches us. What is Niyama? Niyama means how to live with ourselves. Yama अर्थ आमे अन्य मानक सहित किपरि चलिबा. नियम माने आमे निजे निज सहित किपरि चलिबा. We are living with ourselves, is it not? आमे निज सहित सबले अछु ना 24 घंटा. ले आमे निज सहित आमे केमति चलिबा सेटा होछि नियम. आसन, how to sit. How to sit. And some other postures, body postures. Pranayama means different aspects of prana. Breathing, different aspects of breathing. Please write it down, the definitions.
Sir, pranayama.
Pranayama means different aspects of prana. Pratyahara means coming from outside to inside. From outside to inside. Change of direction. Pratyahara. Dharana. Dharana means to concentrate the mind on a point. It may be external, it may be internal. Inside the body also you can concentrate. It is dharana.
Can you please repeat?
Dharana. Concentrating the mind on a point. External point or internal point. And if this dharana continues, it is called dhyana. Continued dharana is called dhyana. And the matured ripe fruit of dharana, dhyana is samadhi. The fruit of dhyana is samadhi. It takes long time. So we are starting from yama and reaching samadhi. There are 5 yamas, 5 components of yama. Satya, ahimsa, asteya, brahmacharya, satya, ahimsa, brahmacharya, asteya and aparigraha. Satya means speaking the truth. Exact thing, not changing. Lie means changing the fact. But truth means exactly what is you are telling. But there are two conditions. To whom you are speaking, he must not be hot. And whatever you are speaking, that should do good to the person to whom you are speaking. ଯାହା ସହିତ ତୁମେ କଥା ହଉଛ ତାକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗିବା ବି କଥା ଆଉ ତାର ଭଲ ହେବା ବି କଥା ମଙ୍ଗଳ ହେବା ବି କଥା. The two conditions are there. If these two conditions are not fulfilled, be silent. Do not speak. Ahimsa. Kaya mano vakyare kahaku aghat na deva. Not hurting anybody by body, physically, verbally or mentally. Mentally also you do not think bad of others. Do not hurt others mentally. That is also hinsa. Third is brahmacharya. It is very important. Brahmacharya means whatever energy is being given to us, we must utilize in it proper way. See, we are given the power to see, but if we misutilize it, it is not brahmacharya. If we continue to watch mobiles for hours together, it is not brahmacharya. If we listen to music continuously high volume, it is not brahmacharya. And there is a specific meaning of brahmacharya. To continue the creation, God has separated the creation into two parts, male and female, in plant kingdom as well as in animals also. So we have to conserve the energy and utilize it in its proper purpose. The purpose is to continue the creation, procreation. For that only you should use. You must not use it for pleasure purpose. That is why the downfall of India, brahmacharya. There is a Gurukula ashram here. In Gurukula, it is very, brahmacharya is given stress. 25 years, at least for 25 years. And after that, you can enter into Vanaprastha ashram or Garahastha ashram. Choice is given. But for 25 years at least, you must observe brahmacharya. And brahmacharya means not reading such literature that can excite us, not viewing scenes that can excite us. Actually, alcohol is said to be an addiction, but nowadays, internet is an addiction. Each of us feel it, is it not? For hours together, a child is given a mobile. A child of 2 years or 3 years, parents are giving mobile so that he will not disturb. but that has become a disease, addiction. So brahmacharya means whatever energy is being given to us, we must utilize it in right purpose. See, if we are given eyes to see, and if we misutilize it, maybe God can make us blind in next birth. In this birth also He can make us blind. If you are misutilizing this ear, He can make us deaf. If you are misutilizing this speech, He can make us dumb. It is nature. So brahmacharya is that. And after that, what is the fourth component? Asteya. Asteya, it is a technical term. Let us understand it. Not stealing others' property. Not stealing others' property. Aparigraha means not to accept anything, any gift from others. Try not to accept. Do not collect or accumulate things. That is an obstacle in the path of yoga. So these are the 5 yama. How to deal with people. Are you able to follow me? These 5 things. But out of these 5 things, we cannot practice all 5. Any of the 5 things you can practice. Asteya you can practice, not to steal other things, others' properties. The rest 5 will come slowly. Likewise, niyama. There are 5 niyamas. Please write.
Can you please explain aparigraha?
Aparigraha, not to accept gifts from others. Aparigraha. If one is giving with love, you can, but try not to accept. So there are 5 niyamas. Tapah. Tapah, write it down. Visarga is there. Tapah. T-A-P-A-H. Tapah. Second is Shaucha. Santosha. Swadhyaya. And Ishwara Pranidhana. Sir, voice recording भी होउछि ना? ଗୋଟେ କାର ମୋବାଇଲ ରେ ପ୍ଲିଜ କରନ୍ତୁ ଭଏସଟା. So we are talking of santosha. What is santosha? Contentment. Contentment means santosha. Whatever we are given, whatever parents we are given to us, whatever home we are living, whatever situations we are facing, let us be contented. मेरे को ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, ये चाहिए. These complaints will not help us in the path of yoga. Contentment, santosha. A person may be millionaire, but if he is not contented, he will be regarded as poor. Because his craving for money is more and more. He is not contented. He cannot sleep properly. That is contentment. And fourth is swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means reading scriptures. Tapah we did not discuss. Tapah, what is tapah? Tapah means enduring. Enduring happiness, sorrow, cold, heat, without any complaint. See, heat is coming now. We have to tolerate it without any complaint. Happily, with happiness. That is tapa. Tapaha, shaucha. Shaucha means cleanliness. Santosha, contentment. Swadhyaya, reading scriptures. See, what is the definition of yoga? You write it down. The union of individual self with the universal self. union of individual self with the universal self is yoga. जीवात्मा एवं परमात्मार मिलन. तेणु जीवात्मा एवं परमात्मा विषय जो पुस्तक लेखा है ताकू आमे कहू शास्त्र. हेटा ऋषि मुनि माने लिखिछंती, सेमने देखिछंती.
have not told about last niyama. Ishwara.
I am going. We are dealing with Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means reading scriptures. Shastra Adhyayana. There we have to read scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Quran, Bible, Guru Granth, and likewise. In all these scriptures, the union of Jivatman and Paramatman is mentioned. So it will help us. Bhagavad Gita. There are 18 cantos of Bhagavad Gita. 18 अध्याय আছে লেখা. 18 cantos and 700 sloka. Each of you must have a Bhagavad Gita with you. While Swami Vivekananda was roaming, he was traveling from one place to two places. He was keeping this book with him, Bhagavad Gita. Queen Victoria, he told one of his officials to bring the most precious thing of India. And that official took Bhagavad Gita. See, this is the treasure. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has advised Arjuna. Arjuna was suffering from depression, frustration. And Sri Krishna gave this thing. So now also it is useful. 700 slokas, 18 chapters. So I will suggest you to read one sloka daily, not more. So in 2 years, you will complete Bhagavad Gita and you will remember also. One sloka you read and throughout the day, you think of that sloka, meaning of that sloka. It will help you. So the first sloka, let us recite it. I will recite once, you will recite thrice. Ready? धर्म क्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेता युयुत्सवः मामकः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम अकुर्वत संजय. One more sloka will recite. नास्ति बुद्धि रयुक्तस्य न चा युक्तस्य भावना न चा भावयतः शांति अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. See, you can remember this way. What is the meaning of this sloka? Nasti buddhi rajuktasya, one who is not connected, and one who is not practicing yoga. This is yoga. One who is not practicing any of these four yogas, he will not have right intellect. Buddhi havane, nasti buddhi rajuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, and he will not have right thought. And if one is not having right thought, he will not have peace of mind. And how can a person who is not having peace of mind be happy? See? So we have to be connected by one of these four yogas all the time. कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, राजयोग, ज्ञान योग, ये चारि योग भितर कौनसी ना कौनसी योग रे हमको सबु बेले रहबाक पड़ियो जदि आमे सुख चाहूचु आ समस्त सुख ही चाहते राइट सो वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ स्वाध्याय एवरी डे you must read one sloka on the day of examination also even. First you read the meaning of sloka, then go to sloka. Don't read sloka first. First read the meaning of the sloka. You'll have an idea. And then you'll read the Sanskrit sloka. You'll not see. Raise your hands who are reading Sanskrit in high school. You have not read Sanskrit? Very few. Okay, but you can start read now also. Sanskrit is it is an easy language. It is in our blood, it is in our genes. See, in German, Sanskrit is compulsory. Sanskritam. German, Sanskrit is compulsory. They must read Sanskrit. In India, we are not doing it. So, Swadhyaya. And what is the fifth component of Niyama?
Ishwara.
Ishwara Pranidhana. Surrender to God. Ishwara Pranidhana means surrender to God. Surrender to God. What is the third component, third anga of yoga?
Asana.
Asana, how to sit. It is very important. How to sit. Head, neck and backbone must be in a straight line. Right? Right? We have to check every 15 minutes or 20 minutes whether the body is straight or not. Can you do it? Who are science students? Raise your hands. You do experiments in laboratory. So this is the laboratory of yoga, science of yoga. And you must do experiment here. How is the body? Is it straight or not? How is mind? Where is mind? This is the laboratory. So there are mainly 4 asanas for meditation, for yoga, for meditation. Write it down. Padmasana, Padmasana, Vajrasana, Siddhasana and Sukhasana. In either any of these 4 poses you can do meditation. The pose we are sitting now, it is called Sukhasana. एबे आमे जो बसीचु एको सुखासन कहा जाए. But the body should not move. it should be straight. That is the condition. Padmasana, you have seen Lord Buddha's photo, lotus pose. Some of you can see it in Padmasana? Huh? Yes, yes, very good. ठीक है देखन सर हाँ पद्मासन जो मैंने बसी पारियो पहले बस tell you to open your mouth. No, I did not. पद्मासन वज्रासन कौन मुसलमान भाई माने जो नमाज करती गोड़ पछको करिकी कि बसी पार वज्रासन थंडरबोल्ट प्रोज वेरी स्ट्रांग प्रैक्टिस कर जो मैंने जान पछको पछको कर बसवाटा गुरु पाखे आम जो बसु वज्रासन बसु कंफर्टेबली गोड़ टिके ये कर पछपटे मोड़ी दियो गोड़ एमती कर नहीं सेमती नहीं गोड़ को फोल्ड कर हाँ हाँ राइट हाँ राइट सेमती नहीं टिके पछको टिके मोड़ी कर तुम जदि हो बसने जार हो ठीक अच्छे धीरे धीरे हम समस्त हेनी हाँ खाई सारा आफ्टर फूड if you sit in this posture, digestion will be quicker. There will not be any acidity. Vajrasana. So, learn this. Otherwise, you can sit in Sukhasana also. It is also good. The spine should be erect. Okay? And there are other asanas also. Mayurasana, Bhujangasana, but we should practice the basic asana. While sleeping at night, the joints of our body become stiff. That thing. It is called Pavana Muktasana. Write it down. Pavana Muktasana. Let us practice this Pavana Muktasana. Pavana Muktasana. Asana helps us to keep our body strong and mind calm. First, stretch your hands like this thing. Come inside. And while releasing the hand, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let your concentration be here. Ten times you do. Count. Now, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 10 times. Now, move your wrist 10 times. Count the times. Do not open your mouth. Opposite direction. Full round. What happened? Now elbow. 10 times. We are freeing the joints. Now the shoulder. पूरा full round. Inhale, exhale. Opposite direction. Do not talk, please. Now, rest for some time. And feel what is happening inside your body. Slowly. Opposite direction. Now, eyes, left, extreme left, right, left, right, above, below, above, below. Now clockwise, make round, circle. Anti-clockwise. Okay? This thing you can do with your leg also. Could you do? Okay. Leg. Backward. Inhale and stretch your leg backward. Exhale, forward. Inhale, backward. Exhale. And bend the digits like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now the knees. Steep your knees. Tighten it. Loose it. Tighten. Loose. Tighten. Loose. Tighten. Loose. Now, touch the feet. Try it. Try it. Do not take strain. As far as possible, it is okay. Do it. Now, keeping the hands straight. Clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Okay.
सीधा 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 हाथ सीधा.
So now, all our joints are free now. This much you can do. Rest, different asanas are there. If time permits, you can do. But at least these things you can do every day. Please make a yoga copy and write down your activities, yoga activities there. Now we can do some pranayama. Fourth limb, pranayama. Index finger, close your ears. Close your eye also and listen to the sound of incoming breath and outgoing breath. Can you feel the heartbeat? The sound of incoming breath and outgoing breath are different. And there is a sound coming from inside. Now remove the fingers. How was it? Was it good? Okay. See, the sound of incoming breath is like so, and the sound of outgoing breath is hum. This is, I have told this, and you can also test it. Different. Sakara, hakara. There is sloka, write it down. हकारेण बहिर्याति सकारेण विशेष पुनः हकारेण बहिर् हंस सोहम सोहम हंस जीव जपति सर्वदा. Very important sloka, very important mantra. हकारेण बहिर्याति, the outgoing breath, sound is hakara, and the sound of incoming breath is sakara. Viset punaha, it is returning as sa. Soham hamsaha jiva japati sarvada. This individual jivatma is chanting this sloka mantra. Soham
Jiva Japati.
sarvada, always. So there are three components of pranayama. Write it down. Puraka, Rechaka. Madam, pani टी क्या pani. Puraka, Rechaka and Kumbhaka. Puraka, Rechaka and Kumbhaka. Puraka means filling, inhaling. Rechaka means exhaling. And kumbhaka means holding. Two types of kumbhakas are there. Write it down. Antar kumbhaka and bahir kumbhaka. Antar kumbhaka and bahir kumbhaka. When we are holding the breath inside, it is antar kumbhaka. And while we are holding the breath outside, bahir kumbhaka. So let us do some pranayama. Raise your hands who know pranayama. You know? Stand up. Take a video. Dekhan sir camera. What is your name?
Kumar Sahu.
What pranayama you do?
बोल नहीं पाऊंगा करूंगा सर
हाँ
बोल नहीं पाऊंगा करूंगा
हाँ करो करके बताओ. अच्छा, that only. Okay. See, we do a simple pranayama. Bhramari. Write it down. Bhramari. Bhramari. बेटी टी कमिगलानी की. Bhramari. How to do it? Close your earlids with the thumb and 3 fingers. Close your eyes with short mouth. Say like this. 7 times you do. Count each time. ये फोटो भी नियंतु. ठीक है सर, पाकू जाएगी सर, पाकू जाएगी कवर कर दो. Was it good? So do it for 20 to 25 times every day. And it will help increase your memory power. The resonance will cause your brain cells to develop. Very essential for students. Bhramari. Next is the incoming breath is so, the outgoing breath is hum. So sit straight. We'll do now Bhastrika pranayam. Bhastrika, write it down. Bhastrika. The speaking part I will do. You take the inhaling and exhaling part and concentrate between 2 eyebrows. So, are you not able to follow? Are you dumb? Just inhale and exhale. That much only. Let the body be straight. So, 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 stop breathing. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And observe what is going on within. Please do not open. This body is laboratory and you are the scientist. Sufficient amount of oxygen has gone into our body. So the breathing process will totally stop for about half a minute or 1 minute. And thought process will also stop. And you will enjoy the joy within. The joy of the self. You will be able to enjoy. मैडम के फोटो उठो नियंतु okay, this is the magic of Bhastrika Pranayama. Open your eyes, but sit straight. Sitting straight is all the time. Looking straight also. That girl is looking this side and that side, again and again. You! Look straight. See, because time is short. Next is pratyahara, changing the direction. Dharana, concentrating the mind on a point. Dhyana, continuing the dharana. And samadhi. Samadhi we cannot practice, it will happen automatically in due course of time. It may take months, years, even births also. In it one birth it is not sufficient. But if you keep practicing, definitely it will happen. Sincerely. Yoga is Paravidya. There are two types of Vidya, Paravidya and Aparavidya. Mathematics, literature, science, social science, these are Aparavidya, lower sciences. And Yoga Vidya, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, this is the knowledge of the self. This is Paravidya, this is superior. It is compared to 1 and 0. Paravidya is like 1 and Aparavidya is like 0. So 0 does not have its own value. But if 1 is there in the left side, its value increase 1,000 folds, million folds. So you study physics, chemistry, biology, arts subject, but know yourself. That will enrich you. So let us practice pratyahara, dharana and dhyana simultaneously. I know you have been sitting for a long time, but tapah you must practice, tapasya. Again sit straight, let the fingers be in Jnana Mudra. This is Brahman, this is Jiva, united. These three are separate. This is three bodies, Sthula, Sukshma, Karana. Three qualities, Sattva, Raja, Tamas. Tin avastha, waking, dream, deep sleep, separate. If this jiva is with these three things, it is bound, sufferings. But it is one with the Brahman and these three are separate, we enjoy freedom. Sit straight, hands in Jnana Mudra and eyes in Sambhavi Mudra. Raise your eyeballs. Shambhavi Mudra. Let the eyes be closed. Please do not open the eyes during the practice. Now take 3 deep breaths. Let us recite Om with reverence, with respect. अखंड मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Think of your mother and express your gratitude. Think of your father and express your gratitude, show respect. And now think of Swami Vivekananda. Visualize him, how he is delivering speech in Chicago, how he is standing on the seashore of Kanyakumari, how he is swimming across the ocean and doing meditation inside the ocean on a stony part. He is blessing you. All his good qualities, all his qualities